I'm against all animal cruelty, in any form. As a gay person and as gay people, it really is personal to us. The people in our community that we know, that we are friends with or have friends in common with, would, after experiencing oppression and abuse their lives and having to fight for their own rights and protections, would turn around and unnecessarily bully and abuse helpless animals.
Old Tramp and Hackamore.
These animals, like the goats, are on the circuit. It's what they do. It's more like a job to them, even if it is a, what's the word I'm looking for? Not a scary job, but it's a tough job.
26 easy box.
It's not just gratuitous fun that we're having here. We are cowboys and cowgirls. And yes, we animals, cowboys and cowgirls, are in harm's way for skill. So when you drive home today, okay, you're in harm's way. Okay? Does that make it wrong for you to come here?
In society, people will draw the line between domestic animals that we use as pets and for food and entertainment, and apply different standards of treatment and compassion to those two groups. And my concern is that that's a very dangerous thing to be doing as an oppressed group of humans, because those same rationales were used to oppress LGBTs and other humans throughout history. Anytime that we could use a group who's weaker than us and different than us, for our own entertainment, pleasure, or profit, then society makes that acceptable until eventually, social changes are made through protests and free speech activities like this.
Everybody in this association loves animals. Farm animals, calves, horses. We love our horses. They're like part of our family. So we use animals. We use animals in our sport, but we don't abuse them, and we're not cruel to them.
It's shoot dogging.
Shoot dogging.
Yeah.
And can you explain it to us?
So they let a young steer out of a chute, and immediately when it comes out of the chute, the contestant grabs it by the head, twists the head around, and tries to slam them to the ground and get the animal all the way down the ground to force them to fall to the ground. The International Gay Rodeo Association's 2010 annual convention minutes actually mentions that there's problems with deaths and injuries in the shoot dogging events.
The event of shoot dogging is about the skill. It's more about physics as opposed to twisting a neck. You don't just twist their neck until they tumble.
Easy does it. Oh, and then the dog falls on him. So
you hip check them and place. You more place them than twist their neck. You can't just go out and twist their neck until they tumble. It's more than that.
This is from the Santa Fe, New Mexico Gay Rodeo's own website. And here you can see the steer's head is twisted almost 180 degrees, and he's still trying to stand. I don't think there's any question that that's got to be painful to the animal, and there's just no reason for it.
To you who don't understand it, it might look tough, but to those of us who do the event and to the animals who do the event repeatedly, they know what's going on. It's not a surprise to them.
So you're the stock contractor?
thank you, Kim Smith.
For rodeos?
Several of the IGRA rodeos.
So
yes.
it's specifically for these rodeos? Okay.
Yeah. We do rodeos throughout the whole, western states. So.
And where do they come from? I mean, do you go to the auction?
Some of them we breed. Some of them we just buy at a sale.
What does he do here? What's his
He's
job?
a bucking bull.
What is that?
He bucks. He bucks, and the guys ride him for 6 seconds. And then that's his job.
How do you get him to buck?
When they're in the chute, we hang this, it's called a flank, around their belly, tie it on, and then you tighten it a little as they go out, so that it reminds them to, you almost lift up on it, and it reminds them to buck out. Go on, go on.
Does he ever not want to buck? Jane? I mean, does he ever say, like, today I just don't want to do it?
He's gotten so spoiled now, he's not a big bucker. He's not a rank bull. He's a practice bull. So he bucks very little. But that's okay, that's what we want him to do.
What do you guys do with your animals when they can't be in the rodeo anymore?
Some go to breeding. Some go to, some become bucking bulls as they progress. Some of them go to the sale, you know, for a meat. On the practical side, there are people that eat meat. And I do eat steaks, and we need to get them from somewhere. So as long as we know that they're processed humanely through proper meat houses and things like that, you know, that's fine. I understand the practicality of that. We can't, you know, we're not all vegetarians. And then the guy has to get the rope off the head of the steer.
Do you think the steer's enjoying this?
Oh, the steer's having it. I think so.
Still working on there.
Do you ever see anything that bothers you that you, because these are your animals?
I know. You know, we love our animals. One, our animals are our livelihood. If our animals were ever to be injured by anything, one, it would cost us a lot more money in vet fees. So we do everything possible to make sure our animals are always kept safe.
I think that steer there wants to play tag.
I'm against using animals for entertainment or for any of our purposes, you know, in any cruelty in any form. I don't think there's a certain level of cruelty that's acceptable. But a lot of the events, even with the improved welfare rules that the gay rodeo has, the cruelty is inherent in the events.
There's no violent aspect. There's a tough aspect. There's a visually tough aspect, no doubt. We're not here just for the fun of
Here comes Karen Beaver on TV.
hurting animals. He's implying that we're here to have fun and hurt animals, okay? No, we're here to show our skill in how we handle animals. Yes, it includes animals.
Just, you know, having the animals in unfamiliar surroundings with strangers, having them ridden by strangers, having bucking straps on them, you know, spurs digging into their sides, having their heads twisted to force them to the ground, being chased around, you know, baby animals being chased around by people and by horses. It's just, I think it's just very clear all of that's cruel, and it's just very necessary.
Animalize, animalize. Animalize.